and welcome. This is Sahara playing Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire, and we are on our way over to... You better not be... It's a Deadfire merchant. Okay, we're on our way over here again. Last time we ran across the ship, a slave ship, and we were... Before we could go into combat, it disappeared, and then it kept us in combat. So when I tried to do stuff here, then it wouldn't let me because it said we were in combat. So I had to restart my game back to the, yeah, anyway, and then we ran across...
Sayuka at
okay,
last!
Here she goes.
I must go. Discovery awaits. Agrasima, Captain.
In matter import, I need to look at that. That was our stowaway. A matter of import. That's right, you can search it too. Here it is, a matter of import. So speak to Fleet Master Okaria at Sayuka? Is that the name of this? Recommended companion should be Maya? She's not, okay, but she's not with me, I don't think. Let me see. Okay, so Maya needs to be with me. Here she is. Serafen to recruit you. Here we go. Okay. Do we have to supply? Improved warship reinforcements. 15% hull health. Okay, additional support beams within the hold, coupled with steel bolts, provide resilience against splintering, improves the integrity of the entire hull. The lessened weight of the shell offsets the extra weight of the additional supports. I just got carved hull right now, which is... Okay, I've got 22,000. Let's go ahead and do that. Do I need... I don't need that. Okay, and... rice wine, let's do 50. But where's my ships at? Recruit crew members. Oh, an expert boatswain. Cost 1,000. Seasoned cannoneer, seasoned deckhand. Because we're in a different port. They look the same, don't they? I need more. I need another ship. How do we get another ship? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and trade. All right, so that should improve our ship then, right? So we have, what do we have? We just have the one on foot. Okay, we have, yep, all right. Burial site, that's what, we have a bog and a burial site. Let's go to the burial site. You come upon an ancient site, one used for sky burials. On your large stone slab is a scattering of old kith bones and a collection of urns of various sizes. Search. I get aquamarine. Sigil of Darkness word stone. Okay. And then that's all. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go over here to the bog. Those are always fun, aren't they? Oh, it actually ended up being... And there's people dead already. Oh, she needs to talk to me, that's right. We need to talk.
So, we're back. Did you miss us?
Maya smiles a little, the side of her mouth twitching. Ishua offers a friendly squawk. Of course I missed you.
Well, thanks. It was just me and the bird for a couple of days, and we're sick to death of each other.
I bet.
Something happened out there, and it's got me all turned around.
Maya fixes her attention on a distant point, so speak your mind.
I didn't exactly deliver a missive. That parchment was meant for me, and I delayed opening it as long as I could. Atsura gave me a name and a location. That was all.
When you're... Oh,
When you're a sharpshooter by trade and your boss doesn't offer clarification, you learn to arrive at your own conclusions.
so he wanted you to kill somebody as a sniper. Okay. So you shot someone.
I can already see this is going to go well.
The rub of it is, my target wasn't some ship's captain or an ogre swinging a fence post. He was the Ranga of a Huana tribe.
She raises her brow and studies you for a reaction. Oh, he didn't like that. So why don't you start from the beginning? Nodding to you, Maya shrugs away some tension that you hadn't noticed before.
The village was beachside. No sign of foreign occupation. I might have been the first outsider to make land in quite a while. They were just simple folk going about their lives. Couldn't have been more than 50 of them. Their Ranga, though? He had a voice that carried, that echoed in the hearts of his people.
Her eyes narrow as she concentrates on a far-off point. What did he speak about?
He called for unity with the neighboring tribes, the setting aside of bad blood. His people listened, and listened well.
His expression softening, Tikiu frowns to himself and backs away a step, giving Maya space.
He was my target. You can guess what happened next.
Maya shrugs, squeezing her forearms to release some tension. Tell me anyway.
I picked a spot and a time of day. Morning, west-facing, plenty of tree cover. The light was in my favor. The winds were low. He left his hut, mussed his kid's hair, and set off for the beach on the other side of the island, checking lobster traps.
Pressing his lips together, Tikiu studies Maya intently as she speaks. He pulls out the ends of his hair, twirling them anxiously between his fingers.
Ishi followed him overhead, and I followed him with my sights, holding my breath, waiting for the right moment. And then I stopped. I pictured all those captains I'd riddled with holes and wondered, is this how we treat civilians? Is this how wars are won?
And you spared his life?
No, I killed him all right.
Yeah, I figured you would.
I shot him in the back of the head. He was a corpse before he hit the ground.
She opens her fingers like a flower blooming.
It took a while for his kin to find him, but only seconds to figure out that he didn't die of a weak heart.
She chews her bottom lip and glances toward Ishiu. Ishiu?
Kara, that is enough.
Tikiu's even expression twists into a mass of agony. Maya shifts her attention to him with alarm.
I say she can spare her breath for the authorities in Serpent's Crown.
That's not going to happen, Blue Guy.
Maya's hand strays toward her belt. Perking at attention, Ishia ruffles his tail feathers. I like to hear her out before making any hasty decisions. Tikiu, let her speak. We don't have proof of her claims anyway. It was her... It may have been beyond illegal, but people do it all the time. I mean, that's kind of what she is. She admits to having killed other people, captains, pirates, you know? Let her talk. We don't have proof of her claims anyway.
I will be watching you, assassin.
Tikiu points to his eyes and then points to Maya. He grimaces with disgust.
If you two were finished, I was just getting to the point. This tribe surprised me. They acted like I kicked over their anthill. They got mad. They got to work. The old Rongo went onto a pyre, and the new one snapped into place. She took up the call for unity while the embers were still warm.
Maya shakes her head, grinning a little.
Acted like I hadn't just killed her boss for doing the same thing.
Did it make a difference to you that the Ranga was a civilian? Have you been delivering assassination missions for this whole time? So killing the chieftain didn't rattle the tribe?
They mourned, they seethed, they tore at their hair. But they rebuilt. By the time I left, they were talking about peace with the other tribes like it was inevitable.
Holding his silence, Takiu nevertheless wears a fierce and self-satisfied grin.
Whatever it is, keep it to yourself, fish boy.
Maya clicks her tongue at him sharply. Have we been delivering assassination missions this whole time?
Fair question. Short answer? I don't know. Atsura uses different codes for each of us. I could teach myself to write Angwithan before I cracked another agent's instructions.
Did it make a difference to you that the Ranga was a civilian?
Of course. I shoot to disrupt soldiers and end conflicts, not to stifle ideas or crush spirits. That's Valian work.
But Rolataya can learn from this and be more selective next time. Doesn't sound like your mission was a success.
I completed my mission. I leave Atsura to worry about whether or not it was a success.
See, even if they weren't with me, we're still going to get their feedback. Sighing to herself, Maya tugs at her hair bun, wearing a loose lock.
If you don't mind, I need to let this brew in my head for a while and see what bubbles up. Thanks for letting me unload in the meantime. We should talk to Atsura. He'll want to know that I've done as he asked.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't tell everyone in the Deadfire about this. No, I'm not going to get moral here. Look at all the people we've been killing, right? Oh my gosh, I had other questions.
I've got some answers.
Nope, that's it. Yeah, I'm not going to get moral about this whole crap. What was it, If you don't look at the name right away, the coordinate, no, that wasn't it. It was the courier's calling. Okay. Okay, peoples. And stealth.
My eyes are peeled.
Oop, all of us.
Keeping an eye out.
So, we got all these dead bodies here in this bog. Oh, you know what, we're gonna end up with those damn spores. I just know it. Oh, they were the scourge in the first game. I hated them. All right, who's...
Rise. Protect the bog.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
Okay, we got a bog druid. Oh, we got a lost cat over here. Really? Oh, she's still on her gun. Okay. And you're just all gonna attack and do whatever you want. Oh, she was with us. Alright, who's...
Worth and rough!
Death to those who oppose Republic.
Okay. You are gonna do... Is it on a single target? Purifies the target of any oh, that's purge of toxins. I'm always doing the wrong thing. Chill fog.
Thick, worse and rough.
After him. Lavaru beyond sick.
I don't feel so good.
Death, take.
Oh, I got turned, didn't I? Yep, it's one of those damn things. That's what I thought. Okay. It isn't gonna work. Okay.
Thick, worse and rough.
We have, yep, it's a dark spore.
Let's go.
This does not work.
Blanca.
There we go, blew its head off. That'll work.
There.
Oh, we got more coming at us.
After him. Republic. Lavaru beyond sick.
This does not work.
Got him.
Thick, worse and rough.
Like that? Yeah!
Come on, girl. I wanted you on your blade.
It is no use. I cannot get through. Take this.
Who are you? Mia.
Something else.
There we go. Get enough knives in it. It'll go down eventually. Right?
Aye, aye.
Okay.
Why not?
Find now. What does that say? Round. Okay. Oh, we got another sigil of Pain Ward Stone. Okay.
Let's take a look.
She put the things up down here, but she didn't, at least we don't think she did anyway, right?
Sure.
It's kind of a pretty area. Oh, we got something up here too. I think we have to go up and around. Yep, I think so. Is this something to pick up? Nope, but this is.
Why not?
There's just bodies all over the place here. A bear cub.
I sense a predator in the water.
A bear cub. Okay. He can, how come he can change his, but I can't change my format? That is weird. Alright, so
Yeah?
we want to get her away from those things, right? Do we get to bring a bear cub?
No problem.
It didn't do much damage to her, did it? Uh-oh, they're doing some damage to me, though. I don't think we're going to have a choice but to come here. Oh, here she comes. Okay. All right.
And rough!
Do this!
I am the alpha predator.
Now you guys are gonna come over here, huh? Over here. How come you're not moving?
Ugh, this does not agree with me. This will not.
Okay, so you have got your
Hitting the water.
heal yourself.
Where's she?
Who's this? The Paladine. Here we go. Ishi, aren't you going to come over here and help?
Death take.
All right, you need to do... No, you guys are in the way. You can do Blizzard.
Behold me, mother.
You like that?
Worth and rough.
It is no use. Cannot get through.
All right, what are they? Immunity to resolve afflictions or intelligent? If I had, I wish I had Aloth with me now because he does fire.
It makes no difference.
They're unharmed. They're all healthy. Well, you know what, guys?
After him.
Come on.
Got it.
We got her out of there, right? Okay.
Sure.
What did she have on her? She had a Sigil and Nightmare's Wardstone and a Awakened Root.
Slippery as an eel.
Can't hide from me.
Leave it to me.
So we have a bear cub. A bear cub. Really? Where'd the bear cub go? There it is. Bear cub grants party-wide. While the bear cub is following you around, you gain a bonus to fortitude, and your party receives a bonus to melee damage. Sorry, Wormy. One of these days, I'm going to figure out that stupid, Okay. So what was the purpose of this whole thing? Okay, what do we got up here? You find 4 godlike druids waiting for you in the clearing. The Death and the Moon godlike whisper to one another, their gazes occasionally falling on you. The Nature godlike sways slightly on her feet, her eyes half closed, while the Fire godlike balls his fists at his sides and grits his teeth.
Your every step fouls the ground. Why do you pollute this sacred place?
My business is... Oh, you know, just seeing the sights? I'm here to end you? Am I? Why? Druid of Summer? Was there a reason for me to kill you? These are druids. I was just leaving.
No, you will justify your desecration.
Winter enunciates every word. His gaze is fixed hard on your face. Really, I meant no harm.
The trespasser's blood will feed the trees.
Okay. There's the Sigil of Pain right there, so we don't want to go next to it. They got Sigil of Nightmares and Sigil of Pain. Well, guys, oh boy, I got us into it again, didn't I? You're just gonna throw bombs at him, okay? Maybe you too, emulator. And you... And let's see, what do you have? Dude, do you have any bombs on you? Potion of Floor Iron Skin, we can do that. And I have Concussive Bomb.
Guess I'm first.
Death take you. Neck blanca.
Okay.
Toss me something else.
Alright. Yeah, I know, we have to do something else. Hardy Companion, Binding Roots. Oh, we can't do Revive Companion. Why not? Why not, huh?
Let's do this. Yeah.
Some of these you just never know what's going to happen till you get into them. Oh, girl, girl, girl.
Do you mind?
Okay. Maybe I'm just not in the mood for doing this today. I don't know. I think this is probably end up going to be in a quest. Didn't I save before I did any of this? I didn't save after that last battle?
Speak freely. Can do.
Alright. I guess I didn't. Wow. 2 episodes in a row. Alright, let's just leave here. 2 episodes in a row where I didn't do very good in combat. But this is on the island, so I bet we're gonna get a quest for that. So let's go to and check and see what the heck going on foot. Take you 40 minutes to enter the city and travel to Sayuka. Okay, you're still seeing the Korra woman. Okay, you are be on your guard. Here's somebody who's named. A young woman leans against the till, her eyes half closed. She jerks awake when she hears the scuff of your boots on the flagstones and fumbles about for something to polish in an effort to look busy.
What can I do for you?
She scrupulously wipes a bit of drool from the corner of her mouth. What do you have in stock?
Put your eyes on these.
She waves her whatever across the merchandise with a theatrical flair. Pickaxe. What the hell is that? Two-handed. Not for that kind of money. Do we have stuff to sell? I'm sure we do. We always do, don't we? We have a lot of things here that I think I can get rid of here. Like all this fine stuff, I'm not going to keep any of it, right? Because we want exceptional or better. We have all of our people now. These are the ones we picked up in another area. Whole bunch of crossbows. That's an exceptional. I suppose I've been getting rid of some exceptionals, not even realizing it. Because they're all kind of look the same. So the ones that have names on them are gold background. Okay, all the exceptionals are kind of a purplish. Okay. These are all fine. Is that exceptional? Why is this in here if it's equipped? I don't understand that. It shouldn't be in here if it's equipped, because what if we end up selling it by mistake, right? I don't get it. Why? Why they would do that? Okay, here's all the exceptional. It looks okay, so there really isn't that much difference in them. Whatever. All right. So, wow, that's 35,000. I should have got rid of these a long time ago. Yeah. Now I got a lot of money to do stuff with. Okay, oh that's right. I had questions to ask.
Let me know if you're in the market for something pointy.
What can you tell me about this place?
Sayuka? Bit of a backwater if you ask me, but don't tell the fleet master I told you so. This used to be where the fleet would send a person after they'd seen a fellow sailor blown to bits by a cannonball or what have you. That was before those mad druids out in the bog started sending bears and wild cats over the walls, of course.
How'd a human end up serving with the Royal Deadfire Company?
Everyone's always gotta ask. Not that I blame them. It is a good story.
She slips a long, thin blade from the length of her boot and begins to clean her fingernails.
I was seeing this guy. Let's call him, I don't know, Kono. Kono and I had been carrying on a while when I started making noise about wanting to move in. Frightened the boy so bad, he went and joined the Royal Deadfire Company in the middle of the night. Thing is, I'm a deft hand with a throwing knife, and I know my way around 10 kinds of blades, so I followed him into the service. Pulled my weight, got on a good ship. Kono eventually left to go to poetry school or what have you, but I stayed. Haven't heard a complaint yet.
Well, that's an interesting story, for sure. As you approach, the fish vendor flashes you a broad, cheery grin. He beckons you over with a wave of his hand and directs your attention to his latest delivery. What do you have for sale?
All the wonders of the sea and more besides.
I could use some food from my crew. It's all fairly cheap, so just take it. Luminous lobster. This is getting a little bit more expensive, but it also brings up our morale. $6,000 for that? Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. Crew needs it. Alright, let's see here. Subtle markings on the fish's hide suggest that limbers of unusual size haunt the waters around Sayuka. Okay, let's just wander around here to the top, to the north, which is where we're at. Okay, so this is the market.
Leave it to me.
This is the workshop. You have to have a workshop? Well, I would imagine you'd have to have a workshop because you're fixing boats and all that kind of stuff. Solution for what? I have no idea. Engineer.
Hasanui demanded additional cannons. We must oblige her.
We cannot spare the weight. Already the ballast is overtaxed.
Increase the size of the ballast then.
And store it where? Then we must increase the size of the ship.
Take your concerns to the Valian. This mess is her responsibility now.
Okay. The glass here in this strange dome is very thick. Mechanics still too low? Really? 9. It needs 12. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. Whatever hides beneath this tarp reeks of brass polish and machine oil.
Time to see and not be seen. Why not?
Oh, it's not stealing. Okay.
Sure.
All right, let's talk to, you're the only one that's named in here, right? Nope, there's 2 of them. Let's talk to this one up here.
Stay out of the way.
Stay out of the way, what?
Ugh, so much to do, so few hours in the day.
So, we're not supposed to be here then. I can't get into there.
Pretty good, huh?
Damn it.
No sweat.
Damn it. This is why I've been pumping all her skill points into mechanics, and it's still too low.
Hey, Palagina, I know your kind, you can't have children, but would you have wanted them?
Ugh. It is because I cannot give my country children that I give them so much of the life I have.
When I was younger, I took it for granted I'd have them one day. Free labor. But a lot of time passed before I knew it. Hardly gave it a thought until now.
You are not getting any younger. I know you do not like thinking, Adair, but maybe it's time to start.
You don't like thinking either, and he doesn't. He doesn't. Oh, we needed help. I gotta go back. We found Remaro. I forgot he was supposed to be here with us. By sea. I forgot. We found his buddy Remaro. Come on. Okay, so you're gonna leave and we're bringing you along. No, we didn't want to go there. We wanted to go here. All right, come on.
So if things had played out different, you might have grown up here.
True. Good thing my parents had the sense to leave.
And you'd be worrying about what the trading companies were doing, setting up down here.
No offense, but I try not to live with a bunch of ifs trailing in my wake.
I think they've said that to each other before. Okay, so Remaro was here. We saw him. Here he is.
Oi, Cap, there he be. There be Remaro. Sure as my arse be blue.
Serafen runs to meet an old white-robed man.
I wish you'd not come, my lad. Pleased though I be to see you. Even Aldi's anarchists spare no mercy for mutineers.
Serafen backs away and peers up at Remaro.
Aye, but you, a traitor? The very thought of it be ludicrous.
He spreads his open palms wide to either side.
Return with us. I'll be protecting you, and we'll be seeing to your fair judging.
With a slow shake of his head, Remaro swallows.
I can't, Blue. Much as I loathe to leave. I'm dead to these waters, and they to me.
Serafen gaps and sputters before finding his response.
Break my biscuits and call me Swabby. You've gone addled in your dotage, ain't you?
The Orlin looks to you, lower lip twitching.
Captain, can you talk some sense into this crusty old salt?
Why did you leave for Deadlight? You might have been safe there. Yeah, why would you leave the Principe?
The Principi have changed, and not for the better. Once, we aligned behind a common purpose. Now, we fractured into two extremes, each wallowing in its own corruption.
Isn't that the way it is? So you're fleeing your problems?
Ach, these roomy eyes have seen too much. Nepotism and cronyism run rampant, rotting the Principe from inside out.
Yep.
Power consolidates behind the least deserving. The Consuelo's leadership founders, and with it, my faith.
And this is what happens when you get cronyship and nepotism, is that it weakens the whole foundation, which is happening to our government so much. Yep. Our society in a whole.
But lay that plan of you, old sea dog. You're no good as any. There ain't no faith on these waters, save that you be finding for yourself.
He flashes a crooked smirk and strikes a closed fist against his chest. You no good as any. There ain't no faith on these waters, save that you be finding. Yeah, he's right.
Betwixt your brains and my swagger, we'll be right in the good ship Principe San Petrino forthwith, and be shot of these ship squiffy doldrums.
Remaro's frown deepens as he looks away from Serafen and towards the sea.
A fine dream. I pray to Ondra that you achieve it. For me, though, the current flows but one way. A return to the Principe would mean my death.
Why did you leave Port Deadlight? You might have been safe there.
I couldn't bear to remain, sheltered or no. It's a hopeless feeling, bearing witness to the slow decline of something I once held such pride in.
There still be pride to be had. Honor, too. Things be changing, sure as shit. But you can't thread them narrows if you ain't even at the wheel.
I hope I'm wrong, if only for your sake. I don't think the Principe can survive as is, and I can't watch something I devoted my life to sink into ruin.
Is it true what you're accused of?
I've not heard every charge against me, but that of mutiny, of that charge, I bear guilt.
Seraphin's ears droop. He reaches for Romano, but stops short, letting his hands fall.
Why? The sorcerer were our home and kin. We're our cock-swelling pride. And you bartered it to an half-drowned old elf for a pint-bilged fucking clipper.
Staring intently on the ground at Remaro's feet, Serafen shakes his fist balled at his side.
14 years I spent swabbing them decks. Longer yet for you. Captain Bastion trusted you. I trusted you.
His glare rises to meet Romano's eyes.
Fuck. Bon amico.
Romano's mouth opens briefly before closing again, and he swallows.
Sientere, Serafen. I've disappointed you, hurt you. No words can justify my actions. I only hope you believe me, that I did what needed doing.
How can I?
With a tired shrug, Serafen looks away. Remaro, you're coming with us. So, Serafen, you've heard Remaro's confession. What would you do with him now?
Cut him loose, Captain. Let him hold this shit close to his bilge rat heart, for what beats be remaining it.
Yeah, I don't think we have any right to condemn him. It's his life. I mean, before we even came to the Deadfire, we didn't care about mutinies or anything like that. Though if my men mutinied underneath of me at Catanua, I probably would have I don't know. What would I have done? Would I have killed him? Would I have just let him go and say, hey, don't come back? You know, if you don't like it here so much, then just leave. Don't let the door hit you in the ass type attitude. That's probably what I would have done. Yeah, we'll leave you be.
Agrasima, Watcher. The clipper will be loaded soon, and then we'll be away. Kores, Serafen. Bonaimico. Take this. May you have rare cause to use it.
He provides Serafen with a tightly wrapped package. Fire in the hole. Okay, so it is as loud and stubby as its owner. This hand mortar marries the short white barrel of a blunderbuss to the lightness of a pistol. True hand mortars launch grenades and are unpopular shipboard and elsewhere due to the ridiculous danger of lighting one explosive to propel another. Oh. You lose your accuracy. 11 to 15. It's a superb weapon. Oh, okay. Basic attack dealt best of pierce or slash damage. Any small AoE. Ah, interesting.
I hope we meet again someday. On calmer seas.
Kores, Bonamico.
Serafen turns away. I doubt you will. I think he gave up on you.
Ahoy, Captain!
Serafen snaps to attention. Quest completed. A sorcerer and a gentleman. A white smile splashed across his spurred face. Ahoy yourself, Serafen.
Truth be told, I've not felt so cozy in a crew since my tour on the Sorcerer. With Remaro and the lot. Good times and a half, that.
You're a valuable member of our crew.
By way of expressing my gratitude, I've a tribute to be presenting. It's meant to be worn by a great captain. I think you rightly qualify. And I think you'll look right spiff in it too.
Where did you get this?
Remaro gifted it to me when I took leave of the Sorcerer. He had this notion I'd make captain myself someday.
You should keep this for when you're captain. Does it mean you don't want to be a captain?
Mayhaps I coveted a captain's quarters when I were a wee swabby. But serving with Ferrante, with yourself, seeing what leading a crew takes, well, I reckon it's like marrying. It just ain't for me.
It is like marrying, for sure. Why not?
Now, for first, I've got less than an all-in's thimble worth of patience for all the politics, glad-handing, cronyism, and sycophancy that goes along with the Consuelo.
He shakes his head, but then breaks the gesture with a grin and taps the center of his chest.
But mostly, this heart be twice as soft as this belly. Probably as furry, too.
Yeah, you do have a soft heart, don't you?
Mayhaps I could captain a boat like yourself, all even-keeled and kindly. But you're a rare sort, aren't you?
Most helms could use a captain with a thimble of self-awareness.
I've always had a way with the lasses.
You wings. Thank you for the gift.
Pleasure be entirely mine, Cap. May it serve you at least half as well as I.
He bows deeply, then salutes and turns away. Fair favor. I can't wear hats because of my head. So watch it buckling. 10% hit to crit chance and 10% crit damage with daggers, rapiers, sabers, stilettos, and swords. Serafen gave you this handsome plumed hat. It is made in the Balian style and is quite fetching. The sort of headwear worn by kith who walk with the swagger, blades always at the ready to answer an insult with cold steel. So we're done with his quest then? Yeah, I don't think I can wear it. Where'd it go? Wouldn't be here. Oh, here it is. Fair favor. Yeah, I don't think yeah, mine is locked. So I'm going to give that to Eater. He's got a really fancy hat right now. Ooh, that is nice. I like that. And your blade... Okay, and then somebody had the grant suppress affliction. Stifles determined conditions through sheer force of will. 1 per rest. Temporarily suspending hostile status effects on allies in the area of effect. Wow. Okay. But everyone's got rings. You don't have a ring. No, you do. I thought I gave you a ring before.
I'll put this to good use.
Okay.
Yeah?
Oh, everyone wants to talk to me now. So, let's level him up. Athletics has been helpful for him. And streetwise, you get 1. Refreshing, you need to have vigorous defense. The fighter becomes fiercely determined to deflect all incoming blows, dramatically increasing all defenses for a short time. Alright. And then you get a chance to let's do the large shield. I don't think we gave you that one for the large shield. And you have a large shield. Alright, so Maya wants to talk.
So, we're back. Did you miss us?
Maya smiles a little, the side of her mouth twitching. Oh, I thought we already went through all this. Yeah.
Thanks. It was just me and the bird for a couple of days.
Something happened out there. Atsura gave me a name and a location. That was all. The rub of it is, my target wasn't some ship's captain or an ogre swinging a fence post. He was the Ranga of a Huana tribe. The village was beached. They were just simple folk. Their Ranga, though, he had a voice that he called for unity.
Alright, I'm just flipping through this because we'd already heard. I think when I had to restart the last episode, I didn't restart but I had to reload because it was still showing me in combat when I wasn't in combat, so it wouldn't let me pick up stuff or move things around in my inventory.
Fair enough. It took a while.
Kara, that I say she...
That's not going to happen, Blue Guy.
Let her talk.
I will be what?
If you two were finished this tribe, the old Ranga went on to acted like I hadn't just killed her boss for doing the same thing.
Didn't make a difference. I think we went through all of this.
Not to stifle ideas or fair question. Atsura uses different... They mourned by the time I left. Whatever it is, I guess that... If you don't mind, I need to let this brew in my head for a while and see... We should talk to Atsura. He'll want to know that I've done as he asked.
Okay, so that just updated her, got that quest updated, and then him. An eyebrow, the blue of the open sea, rises over an iris, the warm green of the shallow surf.
You be boring a hole in me with them eyes, Captain. I'd offer an oboe for your thoughts, but I prefer not to make deals I ain't got no intention to keep.
So, I know things could have gone better back on Sayuka, but they could have gone worse, too.
Aye. We could have gone and done something we couldn't be taken back.
He rubs the bridge of his nose. Yeah, we could have killed him.
Or mayhaps we did just that.
If you want to talk, I'll listen.
I'm not sure there'll be much to say, Captain.
I'm deeply sorry that you had to experience that. Is anything I can do? At least you've got someone to stay with if you ever travel out west. Had that myself until someone broke my castle. Shut your ballast home already. Everyone's got shit to deal with. Yours isn't worse than anyone else's. It's not ideal and it won't make everyone happy, but this resolution is what'll make the most people happy. Don't suppose we could collect on the... No. Saiduka was a tough break. Only thing to do is to pick yourself up and keep moving. Nodding, the Orlin expels a long, slow sigh.
It be the shit like this that turns us old salts hard.
Okay, so did that do anything? No.
No problem.
No. Okay. So we got his... Is his quest done? I believe it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, so we need to... Where we need to go? Welcome, traveler. So we're up here. There's this here. We got docks down here. There's not a big place. Couple of named people. Pray that Nagati provides us the bounties of... A broad-shouldered man with a long jagged scar across his brow argues with a woman outside the longhouse. He throws his hands up, about to shout, but the woman cuts him off mid-exclamation. Yeah, we came here too because this is our main quest, or this is for our main quest somewhere.
I will not return to the longhouse, Weto, never! And I won't blunt my teeth about it further!
She plants her hands firmly on her hips and juts out her chin in defiance.
But what are you so stubborn? The Rawatayans do us a great favor and you spit in their faces.
Letko ceases his shouting when he notices you listening in.
What do you need?
Is there a problem here?
Not at all, not at all. My sister and I are just having a small disagreement.
Letko rubs at the back of his neck and looks away embarrassed.
It is because you speak like this that I yell at you in the first place! You're beginning to sound like those Rawatayan outlanders, and it shames me to say so.
So what's your problem with the Rawatalis?
Ignore her. She has an urchin up her ass about her cousins from the north and can't be persuaded. I should know. I've tried.
Okay.
Is it so unreasonable to want to protect my culture, our culture, from our greedy neighbors?
She spits on the ground between you and grits her teeth. I agree. I totally agree. Tippa?
They arrive in ships laden with goods they believe will please us and think that gives them the right to build their walls on our land. Then they act surprised when we don't all fall at their feet with cries of gratitude.
Just like they did with the Native Americans. No, she has a point.
Akira, don't encourage her. I will never hear the end.
We are no strangers to the menaces of the Deadfire. Pirates, colonials, Nagati's children. We have bested all of them before. We don't need them or their walls to keep us safe. And we surely don't need their longhouse.
What does all of this have to do with the longhouse? Yeah.
Another of the Rawatayan's tricks. When our huts were destroyed in the storms, they did not rebuild them like they were as we requested. They built this longhouse instead.
To keep you all contained into one area. I don't like that either.
Are you not one people? They said. Why do you live divided, each cast apart from the others? They believe they know what's best for us, but how we live is not their business. The Fleet Master says we are weak because we don't work as one. She doesn't see that it's our differences that make the Huana strong. She doesn't want to see it, lest it put the lie to their enterprise here.
The Huana and Rawatani are both Amana. Why not be allied?
Under whose banner? Rawatai's? Then we cease to be Huana as surely as if they conquered us.
Yep.
We have the land and resources Rawatai needs, and they have the military might we lack. We share a common ancestor. Why not create a common culture? Together we would be strong.
Boy, this is a tough argument. I mean, I can see both sides of the coin. I hate being a Libra because of that. But I'm gonna have to side with Tippa on this.
I say, if you truly believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I thought.
Whitko, why do you support the Rawatani?
We are no strangers to storms. But last year we suffered many powerful ones in quick succession. And our harvest of Koiki fruit was destroyed. Price share was rationed. Famine loomed. And then the Rawatayans sent ships. Load after load of food. Enough to see us to the next harvest. They could have left us to die. But they didn't.
I'm thinking about things that we've heard, that the Ratatai have had a lot of massive storms, and they're speculating that somebody is controlling those storms. Could be that maybe somebody directed those storms against your island specifically for this reason, to take you over, come bearing gifts. We're going to save you, we're going to save you, and then in the meantime they enslave you.
It was only a ploy to make us dependent on them, Akira. We took their food and helping hands, and now we sleep in their buildings and watch the sea from their walls.
Wow. You're all in over your heads. Yep, you are.
Then leave, Akira. Unless you wish to drown with us both.
Tippa sneers and crosses her arms over her chest. She looks away, her teeth clenched.
I say, if you have nothing constructive to add and don't intend to help, then take my sister's advice and go. We have cynics aplenty. We will live without one more.
Witko squeezes Tippa's shoulders and frowns. She twitches and looks at him from the corner of her eye, but doesn't move or shake him off. So I did that wrong, huh? Did I?
What do you need?
Who's this?
I hate to see Tippa and Widow fight.
The coral was fine until those... Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. You are in over your heads. Your fate is out of your hands.
Can't even hear my prayers over all this noise.
Sure.
Quickly and quiet.
Sure.
Temporary. Good, huh? Got it.
Superb warhammer. And who are you, may I ask?
Those Raparu dare make such a racket in my longhouse? What were those royal Deadfire fools thinking?
A large Juana man glares down the length of the building, his fists clenched tight. Yeah, you can't put these people together, or these different castes, because they grew up separated. It's a shame the company stuck you in here with all the common folks. I don't believe in their caste, but at least the Royal Deadfire Company built you a better home.
I don't need a better house. I need privacy.
He throws up his arms with a wordless shout. A brief hush falls over the longhouse at the Immerse, the highest class in society consisting primarily of warriors and priests. Okay.
What do you want?
Well, how did the Royal Deadfire Company come to control Sayuka?
Not even the greatest Mataru can stand against a fleet of Rawatayan warships.
The warrior speaks with a bitter shake of his head. So your room's much nicer than the others.
I am Mataru, a warrior. The best quarters are mine by right.
Really?
And yet I cannot display my most precious possession, my grandmother's warhammer, for fear the Raparu might steal it. It is absurd.
And I just stole it for you. So why would the Raparu steal your stuff?
They know no better. A Juana soul is not born into the Raparu without reason, after all.
He can hardly resist rolling his eyes. Really? Is not born into the Raparu without... Okay. Well, you deserve to have your warhammer stolen. You know? Yeah,
Over, then under, then twist. Good.
Akira, it looks so easy when you do it.
Leave it to me.
These crates are overflowing with personal belongings that couldn't fit in the longhouse. A middle-aged Kawana woman raises her brows in question when you approach, her hands too full with braided ropes of dried weeds to greet you properly. Beside her stands an elderly Raparu man, awkwardly grasping his own bundle of reed ropes.
Oh, hello. Come to watch me tie rugs, have you?
Asaro here has been teaching me.
He indicates the woman beside him with a tip of his chin. The corners of his mouth twitch like he's trying to hide his smile.
What say, traveler?
Can you teach me how to tie a rug?
It's not a skill one learns in an afternoon. But should you wish to spend many months here in this longhouse, you're welcome.
A deep, throaty laugh. Mm-hmm.
I say, we have the room. So long as you do not mind sleeping like so many scrolls stuffed in a shelf.
So isn't it unusual for Kurana and Remaro to do the same work?
It is, as you say. But I have always admired the beautiful rugs Osaru makes.
And Nadunga can fix anything. Is it not reasonable we should learn from each other?
Though she smiles as she speaks, Osora's words hold a defensive edge, as if she's had to explain their unusual arrangement many times before. I'm sure, because it's the caste system. It's like the dwarves in Ozamar in Dragon Age. They can't be anything but what they were born into. A woman can marry up by marrying, but yeah,
Akira, especially if we must suffer Waturi together.
A sly grin spreads across the old man's face and he elbows her playfully in her side.
Just so.
She swats his arm away with a small laugh. Then, her thoughts returning to him, she makes a face like she's bitten into an underripe fruit. Is it stressful having all the cast living together in one building?
It's not so bad, excepting the nights Waturi gets into the palm wine.
Akira, but that man does snore loud enough to call down the rains.
Yeah.
There's hardly any space to tie my rugs, to be certain. And I haven't had a moment to myself in weeks.
But there are also new friends to be made.
Indeed there are. Captain, I am inspired to redecorate our ship's quarters.
Of course you are. Okay.
Carry the winds with you, traveler.
So we're learning about their politics a little bit here. And it's an hour. Did she have a name on her? I could have sworn she did. Nope, just that. Boy, they're all punched. These near identical beds are well built but offer little privacy. Yeah, I couldn't stand living in something like this. When my house got flooded and Bob and I had to leave because our house was flooded, the river surrounded it, let's say, I had to live in a red shelter area for a week and a half, and it was, thank God we were the only ones there until another family came in. But it was odd living in a large room with people that you don't know, you know? Yeah. So no, I can never do it, and I wouldn't want to do it. I mean, if I had to, I would, but it's not something I would want to do. I mean, the Native Americans all lived in tents together, you know? And I should be closing down this episode. This game board is scuffed and scratched from frequent use. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close down this episode, and when we come back...
Welcome to Sayuka.
Okay, maybe this is where I update my, because we're supposed to be coming to Sayuka. Oh no, it's Hasango. Okay, that's where we need to go to. Okay, I was thinking it was Sayuka, but Hasango is just right over to the west, so we'll head over there next. But anyway, if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.